We wish Wayne every success in his career in television. Well, on to the story of a man who's pioneering Irish Sign Language. Patrick Matthews has published a book which will revolutionise teaching. Our Mary Fanning met up with him as he unfolded something of his knowledge to a group of men at a school in Cabra.
Pupils from St Declan's College in Cabra are going to class this morning, but this teaching module is different than their standard curriculum. Patrick Matthews is their teacher. He's been profoundly deaf since he was 2 years of age and is an academic, a lecturer, an author and a pioneer of language. His thirst for knowledge to unravel the complexities of sign language brought him on many journeys. He was never happy that sign language, in the universal sense, was relevant or accurate to the way Irish people actually spoke. Many years and books later, Patrick is now teaching these pupils Irish Sign Language, indigenous to the Irish people, and he's published a book in association with the company Deaf Communications.
My name is Mark. And yourself? My name is Stephen. And your name? My name is Ryan. Very good. Thank you very much. That's good. What's different about this new book is ISL Communication Units 1 and 2, because really it can be used in the classroom. There's not an awful lot of books, if any, actually, that you can use in the classroom and to support the learning in class. There's a few little bits, and there's some dictionaries before, but the explanation of the grammar and the structure, and then also deaf culture, has never been mentioned in a book before.
Patrick Matthews' academic research confirmed his theory that the structure and vocabulary of English is not the same used in natural sign language by the deaf community in this country. So the book is now published and is being used by the pupils in St Declan's. It incorporates the Irish Sign Language, a version in Gaeilge and a DVD.
I mean, it was very difficult when I went to college and studied myself. I went to Bristol. It was really good because, you know, the lectures were through sign language, and so that was really good. And that was when I came back here to Ireland, then it really encouraged me to move on and with my career to try and, you know, promote Irish Sign Language and so on. And now to catch up with research and studies, and I'm doing my MPhil at the moment. And so of course now it's much more accessible because we've got interpreters now, whereas back then we didn't have interpreters. Wow. So it's much easier now to study and to accomplish things nowadays. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Then we've got 21.
The pupils have responded well to the Irish Sign Language class.
Yeah, I found it really useful. It's something that I'd like to keep up after school.
You don't know when you're going to come across a deaf person, especially for me. I have a deaf uncle and all. I never even bothered to learn it before, so definitely will learn it, yeah.
St Joseph's Deaf School is down the road, so now I can say hello.
The learning process is working, and when the class breaks for a welcome cup of tea, there's plenty of communication. Principal Miriam Marsh drops in.
Lovely. So how do I say thank you?
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Irish Sign Language developed naturally in the deaf community, and in the 50s, signing for the non-hearing community was banned, as lip reading was the preferred option. But since then, there have been huge leaps in education, and this book is seen as the definitive learning tool.
It also mentions deaf culture, and deaf culture in relation to language. So if you're, as I say, working with a deaf person, how to gain their attention, instead of throwing something at somebody, to say, you know, wave the hands or tap them on the shoulder, things like this that are maybe we don't realise as non-deaf people that are very rude in deaf culture. And then also the importance of eye-to-eye contact. Because again, if we're speaking, I can speak to you and look around and it'd be grand and you wouldn't be insulted. But in sign language or in Irish Sign Language, for a deaf culture, it would be very insulting because they think that person's not interested in what I'm saying. They keep looking around the room. So things like this, and then it actually explains that Irish Sign Language is a full embodied language, and that's what's important. That's really the whole point of what myself and Pat are trying to do, is to get it out there and promote that more and more. And then there it says J-O-H-N, John. So my name is John. So your hands might be cold, you know, when you start your lessons, so you need to heat your hands. Sometimes it's good to have warm hands when you're signing. Do a little bit of exercise. Exercise your arms. It's really important, actually, to loosen into it.
I found the process really good. I think Pat is a great teacher, and he can really teach. He's very clear in his teaching, and the DVD is brilliant to watch when you go home because you can actually visually learn the signs instead of just looking at them in the book.
You know, you'll find the book really good. As you look through it, you'll find all the benefits from it. And it speaks about, or is telling you about the grammar and the structure and how you use that structure of ISL or Irish Sign Language. And you'll find the DVD really useful as well. And it has interactive, like you'll find on the DVD, it has a male and female signer.
Patrick Matthews refused to allow deafness create any obstacles in his academic or personal life. He pioneered the way for those coming after him. He was also commissioned to translate the Ryan Report on child abuse. His new book, Distinguished Career and Pioneering Work, are examples of what can be achieved.
Sign language, a fascinating subject of which we should all perhaps have some degree of knowledge. And of course,